Do you have one of the coins in this video? Well, if you do, you're in luck because they sold for a ton of money. Now we're going to go over exactly why they sold for so much money, and if you come across one, what do you do? How do you maximize the value of your specific coin? Now let's hop right into this video. Up first, we have one of my favorite types of coins. This is what we call a buffalo nickel. Now buffalo nickels are typically not worth that much money. You can pick them up anywhere from a few dollars to 10 to 20 bucks. You're going to have a nice example of a buffalo nickel. Now this specific example was graded by PCGS at a mint state 67. Now the highest achievable grade you can get in grading is 70, and the fact that this 1917 5-cent piece is in this good of condition is really telling for the specific type. Now if you're looking at the back bottom center of this coin, you will see a small little S mint mark. Now the S mint mark stands for the San Francisco Mint, where this coin was actually produced. Because this coin only graded 3 points away from the perfect grade of 70, it was able to sell online for $90,000. Now here's a coin that we're all familiar with. This is what we call a wheat cent coin. This example sold for $102,000. Now back in the day, this was actually the first year the United States Mint started producing the wheat cent penny coin. This is the 1909 SVDB, and the 1909 coins have 4 different varieties. This example is a 1909 S with the VDB on the back, which is one of the most rare and valuable 1909 wheat pennies out there. So what are the 4 varieties? You have the 1909 with no mint mark. That means you will not have an S below the date. That means that coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Then you have the 1909 with no mint mark under the date plus the VDB on the back. Then you have the 1909 S, which is very similar to this coin, however there's no VDB on the back. And lastly, you have the 1909 S VDB, which is the coin that you're looking at right in front of you that is worth $102,000. Now on the back bottom center of the coin, you will see VDB, which stands for Victor David Brenner, who is the engraver and designer of this coin. Really cool history there. However, the US thought that the VDB was very distracting on the back, so what they did was they removed it very early on in the production process. That means any coin that has VDB on the back bottom center from 1909 is going to be a bit more valuable, simply because there's not as many out there. This example has everything. It's got the S mint mark standing for the San Francisco Mint, and it's got that VDB, and it's a very high grade at the mint state 67, which allowed this example to sell for $102,000. $120,000. Now this is a genuine United States coin. This is what we call a Morgan dollar. This specific example is from 1879, and it's what we call a CC or Carson City dollar. Now if you have a Morgan dollar that has this small little detail on it, you're going to want to pay attention. So if you're looking on the back bottom center of the coin, you're going to see a small little CC, which stands for Carson City, where they produce this coin. Now Carson City did not produce many coins whatsoever, which is why a coin like this is so valuable. Now you may be looking at the coin and thinking, man, this looks pretty beat up. However, so what's really interesting about this coin is the fact that it's not actually a proof coin, but it's a proof-like coin. It can be a bit tricky, but if your grade says MS before the grade, that means it's a mint state coin. So it was produced during the minting process, which is different than when a proof coin is produced. This specific coin, the way it was made, it's abnormal for a coin to look this nice, which is why they called it proof-like. It even tricked me when I first saw it. I thought this was a proof coin, to be honest, but it's a proof-like coin. So proof-like coins mean they look like proof coins, but they're not. I know it can be a bit complicated, but the experts at PCGS know what they're doing. They know exactly what to look for on these coins. All you gotta know is that if your coin looks really nice, it's an 1879 CC $1 Morgan coin, then you're gonna be in for a little treat here, guys, because $120,000 for this little $1 coin. Now $144,000 for this Mercury Dime. So before the Roosevelt dime, we had the Mercury Dime, which is this beautiful coin here. You can find these in collections or garage sales at some times. Now before I tell you exactly why this coin sold for $144,000, I want to tell you really quickly what to do if you find any of the coins in this video, how to maximize their value. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to contact at least 3 different coin experts. That way you know you're getting the full value of your coin and you're not getting scammed or ripped off somehow. What we don't recommend is do not go to a local pawn shop, because you're not going to get the full value of your coin whatsoever. They might even rip you off, so be careful there. But once you get the opinion of at least 2 different coin shops, then you can sell it to them, whoever offers you the most money. Keep in mind, coin shop owners are very busy. They've got a lot of overhead costs and employees to pay, and also they have to deal with the public a lot, and the public tends to think that they have the most rare and valuable coin, when that is not actually the case most of the time. You know, everyone who finds a coin that looks a little bit weird think that they hit the mother lode, when in reality that's not the case. So please don't pester or bother them too much. You know, if 3 different coin shops tell you that your coin is worthless, they're probably telling you the truth. But let's say that one coin shop says that your coin is worth $10,000. Another coin shop says your coin is worth $12,000. And the last coin shop says your coin is worth only $500. I'd be very skeptical about the one that says $500 because that coin might be worth a lot more money. Maybe it's a new employee that doesn't know what they're doing, or they're trying to rip you off and scam you. Now, if you don't have any coin shops around you, or you want to do that from the comfort of your home, you can contact myself and my team down below by clicking on the link that says join the Coin Value Club. It's an exclusive community. You can cancel at any time, but that alone is going to save you a bunch of time and money going to different coin shops when you can just send us a photo. But let's go into why this specific coin sold for $144,000. It is because this is a PCGS graded mint state 67 1918 S 10-cent Mercury Dime. I know, quite a mouthful there. However, this example is a beautiful specimen of a coin because this 1918 is a more specific key date for this coin. So regardless of the condition that you have, if you have a 1918 S Mercury Dime like this, the coin is going to be more valuable than not. Now, don't get me wrong, most Mercury Dimes are only going to be worth $5 to $10 at most. However, don't get me wrong, there are coins out there that are in better condition that are worth thousands, and even sometimes like this, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Once again, this one sold in auction for $144,000. Here we have a 1921 50-cent walking half-dollar coin. You can see this is a genuine United States piece of history here, but they call it a walking Liberty because if you look at her feet there, it is indeed looking like she is walking. These are highly collectible. Specifically, this is more of a key date, and by key date, I just mean that it is a date that collectors really want to add to their collection, whether it's because of supply and demand or it's a really hard coin to find in general. Whatever the case may be, this specific coin got graded by PCGS at a mint state 66, and it sold for $168,000. This thing is wild. This one sold for $264,000. That is a lot of money for an Eisenhower dollar. So once again, a genuine United States piece of history. This is a Eisenhower dollar from 1971. This is indeed an S mint marked coin standing for the San Francisco Mint. What makes this one so special is this Eisenhower dollar is a prototype specimen coin. So they were more than likely testing out some different materials. They wanted to see how this coin would look. So they did some prototyping, and this is indeed, like I said, a specimen. Not too much to say here. This coin is not a coin that you would find in your collection. This is one that maybe if you knew a mint employee or you had some sort of ties with someone that worked at the mint, that's when you would come across a coin like this. But you never know, it is possible to find one in a collection. But this example, because it graded so highly and it's a prototype specimen, it sold for $264,000, $336,000 for this Liberty quarter from 1918. Now, I just love the designs on these old coins. You can see the eagle on the back of the coin. Once again, an American coin here. Beautiful designs overall. I love this specific coin. Now, what makes this coin so rare is the fact that it's a 1918 over 7 25-cent coin. So you can see the date there at the bottom says 1918, but it looks like there's a 7 as well. This is a mint variety. It's an error. It should have never happened like this. That in combination with the grade is mainly why it sold for $336,000. Now, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help me out if you smash that like button, and we'll see you in the next video.